Soka, IB Masters Learning Center at IBMasters.com, and today we're going to look at the 11th question from the Digital SAT. Test 1 Module 2 is from the Bluebook app, the harder set of math questions. Number 11 reads, the graphs of the equations in the system, given system of equations intersect at point xy and the xy plane, what is the possible value of x? Easiest way to do this, use Desmos. It's like legal cheating. Let's go to Desmos, and if you're to plug each of these in, you're going to see only one line here. All you have to do is zoom out. In the upper right, you got the minus, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Now you see two intersection points. It's asking for the x value of the intersection point. Here it's negative 15, and if I scroll over the other intersection point, we get positive 11. So it's either going to be negative 15 or positive 11. If I go back to my question, negative 15 is answer choice A. Boom, that's your answer. That's why I recommend you do it. Now, you can also do it by hand. Whenever you have a system of equations, you could eliminate or substitute. The easiest thing to do here is the variables don't line up exactly in a way you could eliminate them, or you could substitute by getting a y alone or an x alone, but y would be easier. So here, if I just subtract 8x from both sides, you get y equals negative 8x minus 11. And then in the second equation, 2x squared equals, instead of writing y, I'm going to write negative 8x minus 11 plus 341. And then in order to solve this, what you're going to do is quadratics you should always set equal to 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 8x to both sides. And then I get an 8x on this side equals, and I can combine my like terms over here. It's going to equal 330. And now 2x squared plus 8x, I could subtract that 330 from both sides. And I get minus 330 equals 0. And notice here the greatest common factor is 2. If I pull the 2 out, I wind up with x squared plus 4x minus, and then you'd have to divide it by 2. It's going to be 150 plus that 15. It's going to be negative 165 equals 0. Parentheses would end there. Notice if I divide both sides by 2, it cancels on the left. Then I get 0 over 2, which is just 0. So my new equation is just x squared plus 4x minus 165 equals 0. So now I need two things that multiply to give you a 165 and add to give you a negative 165 and add to give you a positive 4. So if I'm factoring negative 165, what I find is easiest is you got to see the square root of 165, what it is about. And so you could, again, plug that into your Desmos. If we were to say square root 165 equals, whoops, and you get it's 12 point something. So you know 12 doesn't go in, 12 is even. So what we're going to try doing is work down from there. Let's see if 11 goes in. I can see that it's going to go in 11 because 1 plus 5 is 6. That's a little trick, which I'm not going to explain exactly right now. So I do 165 divide 11 equals, whoops, keep doing that, is 15. So it's going to factor as x plus 15, x minus 11, because that middle term. So I'm going to factor this as x plus 15, x minus 11 equals 0. And then you can set them equal to 0 individually. X plus 15 equals 0. X minus 11 equals 0. And then if I subtract 15 from both sides, I get x equals negative 15. If I add 11 to both sides, I get x equals 11. So I'm looking for one of those as an answer choice. And you can see answer choice A is your negative 15. You've got no positive 11. It's a negative 11 there. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has difficulty doing systems of equations. Just use Desmos. If there's any question you'd like to answer from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. Click subscribe so you don't miss anything, and check out that 1-minute video on TikTok.